Hey, how are you guys? Kumusta? In today's update, it caters to foreign nationals, including former Filipinos then. What are your updates on Philippine travel? Let's start with the press release of the Bureau of Immigration last October 27, in which they have inaugurated a one-stop shop that operates 24/7. It's the Immigration One-Stop Shop in NAIA Terminal 3. It's located in the third level of Government Clearing Center of NAIA Terminal 3, guys. It functions more like a satellite office. You know how there are foreign nationals or former Filipinos who are not aware that, oh, for example, they needed an exit clearance and they didn't know that they had to get it at an immigration office, but they're already at the airport. Should they cancel their flight, rebook it, to get that clearance at an immigration office? They don't have to, because with this one-stop shop they can get their exit clearance in the one-stop shop in Terminal 3. And that's like mainly primarily the reason why was this came into the idea of the immigration. They want to cater foreign passengers needing visa extensions and exit clearances. And speaking of visa extensions, you guys can also do your visa extension conveniently upon arrival at this one-stop shop. You know how you enter the country, you get visa-free entry and stay for 30 days. Then, if you want to stay longer, you get the visa waiver program, which extends your stay for another 29 days. And then, if you want to stay longer than 30 plus 29 days, you get visa extensions for 1 month or 2 months or 6 months, depending on your status. 6 months is not offered to all offices. Sometimes they only offer it to foreigners married to Filipinas, but you can try. I know the main office gives 6 months extensions to everybody, not just those married to Filipinas. Yeah, so upon arrival, you can actually apply for your extension through this one-stop shop. While non-visa required nationals, you guys who are coming here visa-free, I think not everybody knows this, but hey, surprise, you can actually stay in the country up to 36 months. Continuously stay here in the country up to 36 months. You just have to extend your stay every 1 month or 2 months or 6 months. While visa required nationals such as Indians or Pakistanis, you can stay continuously in the country up to 2 years or 24 months. So after your, let's say, 36 months is up or 24 months, you have to leave the country. And once you enter again, well, another 3 years of stay or 2 years. You don't even need a long-term visa to stay long-term in the country, as long as you're up to date with your visa extensions. However, it can be expensive, continuously extending your stay every 2 months. It can be expensive. But hey, it's really very convenient when it comes to you don't want to apply for long-term visa. While on exit clearance, we're on the topic of exit clearance. I want to give some information, guys. This exit clearance is something that you will need to go back to your home country or to leave the Philippines. Now, without this, you may not be able to leave. In a press release by the Bureau of Immigration last 2015, about 33% of foreign nationals were denied departure because of not having the ECC. No, you don't want that. So I made this very short summary. Whether you need ECC, it depends how long you stayed in the country. So if you stayed for less than 6 months, you don't need to secure an exit clearance. You don't need to pay travel tax. While if you stayed for 6 months, but not 1 year, okay, 6 months but not 1 year, you can get your ECC at the airport in any terminal. You can apply at the airport, and paying travel tax as long as you have not reached 1 year of stay is not required. But if you stayed for 1 year or more, okay, more than 1 year in the country, you may apply at an immigration office, or you may also apply at the one-stop shop at NAIA Terminal 3. And you will have to pay travel tax. Next up, for former Filipinos or those who were given the balikbayan stamp upon arrival, whether you need ECC or pay travel tax, it also depends how long you stayed in the country. So if you stayed for less than 1 year, You don't need to secure an exit clearance. You don't need to pay travel tax. However, if you stayed for 1 year or more, but not 18 months, let's say you stayed for 1 year in 2 months, 1 year in 3 months, 1 year in 4 months. You don't need ECC, but you need to pay travel tax. Meanwhile, for those who stayed for 18 months or more, you will pay travel tax and you will also need to apply ECC at an immigration office or at NAIA one-stop shop in Terminal 3. Okay, I hope that is clear, guys. Okay, you can pause the video if you find if I'm being too fast. But be warned, guys, that there are people there who are issuing fake immigration exit clearance. There are people who would say that, oh, I'm working with the immigration. Oh, I'm affiliated with a travel agency. Be careful, guys, especially with dealing people on Facebook. There are lots of scammers. No, the Bureau of Immigration already warned foreigners against procuring fake and fraudulently issued exit clearance from unauthorized private entities and individuals offering to provide this document. Be careful, guys. No, there was actually a press release by the Bureau of Immigration somewhere in 2013 that they are planning on coming up with an automated exit clearance kiosk to centralize and simplify the process. Until now, there isn't. I hope there is because, well, we know less human interaction means less corruption. I think this is high time we have, kiosk at the airport for ECC, wherein the foreigner can just do it themselves. Or how about online, How about that? You know how in other countries you can apply for visas online without actually going to the office or without actually submitting your passport? I think that's very handy. Very convenient as well. But guys, reminder, there are fixers offering services to foreign nationals. Nako, be careful. If you guys want to make sure that the agency you're dealing with or the private entity you're dealing with are legit, you can actually check in the immigration website for the accredited entities, no? Consultancies, corporations, law offices, travel agencies. Let's say you want to get help for your application for 13A visa or 9G visa. You can check through consultancies. This was updated last March 2022. Click consultancies and it will actually give you a list of accredited agencies, right? That is connected with the immigration. This is what you need to know, guys, when dealing with an agency. Are they accredited? They should be here on this list. Or if you're looking for an agency who can help you with your travel visa needs or your immigration needs, you can check out this list. It has their contact info, the name of the agency, their contact number, their address, even their email address. So for example, you want to know how much the cost of assistance for, let's say, a 13A visa application, submit it with different agencies, then you can compare prices. You can find the best deal or the best service for yourself, diba? Yeah, you're smart and run these scammers. Now about the lifting of travel restrictions, guys, we're still waiting for the official announcement. I'll give it to you once it's available. But for now, this is it about the Philippines update on immigration. The immigration law, it's still not a law. It's still a bill, so it's still not effective. I haven't heard any update on that, but don't worry. It seems like you'd still be allowed entry visa-free in the country and stay up to 3 years. Don't worry. No? The Philippines knows that we need the foreign tourists to support our economy as well. No, a lot of people here relies on tourism. Um, that's all about it. The president is keen on reviving the tourism industry. That is the goal, no? That the country was suffered enough, more than enough for the past 2 years, 2020, 2021. We are back on our feet, so we won't make it more difficult for you. This is all the update, guys, about immigration. That's all I can share for today. As soon as the update on Philippine travel is issued, I will let you know, and I will make a special video just for foreign tourists. God bless you all, guys, and stay safe.